CPCL, but the Legends are currently in second place, so a win tonight here will certainly help them get closer to at least getting a better chance of being in the CPCL playoff contentions. But they do have Trevor Eby on the mound, who has not given up more than 3 earned runs in 25.1 innings pitched, as well as having 25 strikeouts. So he is going to be out there giving him a good chance, as well as the rest of the Power's pitching staff today.
Yeah, so 4 more games in the CPCL left in the season for the Power. 2 at home this weekend against the Inland Valley Legends, and then they'll be on the road on Monday for a doubleheader against the Pirates. Both the Pirates and Legends ahead of the Power in the CPCL standings. So a big, big week coming up for your Palm Springs Power. Trevor Eby on the mound is going to take on Anthony Canavino in the leadoff spot for the Legends. He'll be in left field tonight. As we're just about ready for baseball here at Palm Springs Stadium.
And the last time these teams faced each other, they split the series.
That was the first league series of the season, as the first pitch from Trevor Eby misses for a ball. First pitch at 6:59, a minute ahead of schedule. Second offering from Eby is a swing and a miss from Canavino. It's a 1-1 count. The Legends were last here on June 6th and 7th. Power won game 1. Legends took game 2 as they split the series. Here's the 1-1 from Eby. Breaking ball in the zone for strike 2 as Canavino watched that curveball just drop in there on the inner half.
And last time Canavino played against the Power, game 2 ended up going 1 for 3 with the hit and 2 strikeouts.
Here's the delivery from the righty. Changeup low and away. Misses for ball 2. You're going to see a lot of off speed from Trevor Eby. Fastball with the curveball slider changeup combo. And he really likes to use that breaking ball to get ahead of hitters and put them away. Here's the 2-2, and it's swung on, rolled over towards first. Nice play over there by the first base coach for the Legends. A one-handed snag.
Didn't even need a glove.
So Canavino will see another pitch. He was leading off for the Legends a little over a month ago when they were in town. He's leading off again tonight. Here's another 2-2, and it's a swing and a miss. Good breaking ball from Trevor Eby. Retires the first Legend tonight for the first out via strikeout.
That'll make Eby's 26th strikeout of the year so far. Been dominant because his last appearance was against the PSCL All-Stars. He ended up getting 4 strikeouts in 3 innings of work.
Yeah, Eby did get the start for the Power in that All-Star game. He was relieved by Naun Haro and Isaac Quintero. Those were the only 3 power pitchers needed as they walked off the PSL All-Stars on the first. The first pitch to the catcher, David Whittle, misses up and in for ball 1. So Whittle has a 1-0 count. Second offering catches the corner of the strike zone. Fastball right at the top part of the strike zone and on the outer half. Eby taking his time before he lifts that leg and delivers. Breaking ball inside, doesn't catch the zone. It's a 2-1 count to the Legends catcher.
It looks like the Legends are looking for one pitch only. It might be the fastball. It's been throwing him a lot of breaking pitches and off speed so far.
Yeah, Eby has a lot of good off speed that he will use throughout an entire at bat. That fastball misses a ball or 2 above the zone as it's now a 3-1 count with the center fielder Tyler Shigenaka on deck for the Legends.
Not a bad spot for a fastball. If he swings that and he's late, he's either going to pop out or get some weak contact.
Fastball misses. Looked like it was just a hair up, so it's a walk to David Whittle. He's the first base runner. So he's at first after that 1-out walk, and Tyler Shiganaga, the center fielder for the Legends tonight, is at the plate. So he steps up. Eby's got a man on first to work with now. Kirkland, the first baseman for the Power, holding him on. We'll get you the rest of the Power defense in a moment. The first pitch to Shiganaka is a fastball up in the zone that he can't catch up to for strike one. The outfield looks like this. Cato Kleinman in left, Miles Walton in center, Grayson Gegg in right. Corner infielders are Austin Howler at third, Mark Kirkland at first, with Casey Kleinman and Mike Gonzalez up the middle. There's strike one on the outer half to Shiganaka. And behind the plate for the Power is Matt Chavez. It's a 1-1 count to the Legends center fielder. He has a runner on first after a 1-out walk. Eby delivers a breaking ball. Called strike three. As Shiganaka didn't like the call, but he's going to walk back to the dugout shaking his head after watching strike three, the second out.
A great pitch by Eby, throwing that breaker pitch down and away. Got him looking for his second strikeout already. And a bounce back after giving up a walk to Whittle.
Ryder Young from Chaffey College, transferred to Gonzaga University. Playing second base tonight in the cleanup spot. He's also tonight's beer batter here at Palm Springs Stadium. First offering to him is a breaking ball called for strike one. Fans here asking for 2 more strikes from Trevor Eby, trying to get themselves some discounted beer when the beer batter strikes out. All Bud Light and Budweiser draft beers are $4 for the next 10 minutes. He swings at this offering, and it's going to drift foul into the bleachers to our right. So it's an 0-2 count to Ryder Young with 2 away.
Now I'm surprised the Legends aren't trying to do the Power strategy, which is trying to steal bases early on. But then again, Eby did get 2 outs with 2 strikeouts.
Sizable lead over there at first from Whittle. Eby taking his time. He delivers the 0-2 fastball above the strike zone for ball 1. You can see Eby trying to work Young backwards. A couple of off-speed breaking ball pitches to get him behind 0-2 before running him up with a fastball that misses above the zone. Here's the next pitch, and it's flared into right field, slicing foul, but Gegg is unable to get to him. That ball just kept drifting further and further foul as the wind is blowing in from left field, helping push it away from the Power right fielder.
Yeah, so pretty much hit anything to left field is going to die out there unless you get a hang of one and try to shoot it over the fence, but the wind blowing is going to be a little bit more difficult on that.
Yeah, you can see the bullpen flag out there in right field for the Legends is almost perfectly flat. A lot of wind going in that direction. Here's the next pitch. It misses for a ball, but it's a great throw on the back pick, but Kirkland couldn't quite get the tag on Whittle as he was able to scurry back into first base safely.
Yeah, great attempt by him. It looked like it almost got him, but Whittle was able to get back there just in time.
It was a good idea from Chavez to try to back pick the runner when he least expected it. Long pause for Eby. He's going to step off and check on the runner at first to no avail, so he'll have to settle back onto the mound and think about the next pitch he wants to throw to Ryder Young. Slide step delivery. It's lined into center field. Miles Walton moving to his right. He's underneath it. He makes the catch for the 3rd out. So 4 batters come to the plate in the first for the Legends. One of them reaches on a walk. Nothing to show for them yet as it's We go into the bottom of the first. Power due up with Austin Haller, Mike Gonzalez, and Miles Walton to kick off the offense. We'll be right back. You're listening to Palm Springs Power on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Like a family setting, you know, we come and we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Welcome back into Palm Springs Stadium on this beautiful Friday evening. I'm Zach Durham here with Johnny Maldonado. The Power coming up to hit for the first time tonight. The Legends unable to score in the top half of this first inning. So it flips over to Brandon Weiland on the mound for the Legends, as he's going to take on Austin Haller, Mike Gonzalez, and Miles Walton here in the first. First pitch is swung on from Haller. He chops it over to second. So 1 pitch, 1 out for Weiland. He retires the Power leadoff hitter. That'll bring up Michael Gonzalez to the plate. Michael Gonzalez has been hitting in that 2 spot of late for the Power. Watches strike 1, an 89 mile per hour fastball right down Broadway. But manager Casey Dill likes him in that 2 spot. He's a guy that knows how to get on base by any means necessary. A 536 on base percentage this summer as he watches ball 1.
Yeah, he's been great so far. Only has 1 extra base hit, which was a double back on June 17th, but he is known as the singles merchant. Will slap the ball around the infield and uses his speed as well to be able to snag some bags while he's on there.
That one 90 miles per hour on the radar gun as Gonzalez swings and misses right through it. It's a 1-2 count. Good velo from Weiland to start out this outing as the 1-2 is fouled off into Sunrise Park. Gonzalez on the year, a .390 batting average. He mentioned that 536 on base. He's scored 13 runs and driven in 11 himself as he fouls off another pitch in a similar spot. You'll see another one coming up.
Great job by the number 2 hitter, Gonzalez. Haller rolled over on the first pitch he saw, but now Gonzalez is firing off some pitches, making this his 6th pitch in his at-bat.
It's exactly what you needed after a 1 pitch, 1 out to kick off this bottom of the first, and that's called strike 3, way off the plate. Gonzalez goes down looking for out number 2.
It looked like the Blue hesitated a little bit as the call was a little late after he pitched it. But nonetheless, they got their 2nd out of the inning and their first strikeout.
So here's Miles Walton, who has been spearheading the Power's offensive efforts this summer. 37 hits leads the team. So does the 33 runs he has scored and the 10 extra base hits. That one misses away for ball one. He's also swiped 19 bags. That's the most on the team. That's a good spot for that 91 mile per hour fastball right on the edge of the strike zone and at the knees.
Yeah, just as you mentioned, he's been having a great season so far. He's already had his second 4-hit game that came against the Colton Nighthawks.
And he rips one right back up the middle for the first hit tonight. Good piece of hitting from Miles Walton. Make it 38 on the summer as he's on first with the 2-out single. That'll bring up Mark Kirkland here in Palm Springs for his 4th summer. 409 batting average with a 518 on base. He began this summer with a 16-game hitting streak. He's lost it since then, but he's been an anchor for the Power as he watches ball one.
Yeah, and his 16-game hit streak was snapped against the Inland Valley Pirates back on June 27th.
He's got excellent vision at the plate as Weiland checks in on Walton over there at first, unsuccessfully. Kirkland, great vision. He draws a lot of walks. A 2-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio. As Walton takes off for second, the throw is in time and is gonna get him. A good throw from Whittle behind the dish, guns down Miles Walton for the 3rd out of the inning. So scoreless through 1 here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for inning number 2. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Somewhere down there is you. And just like us, you're an amazing Palm Springs vacation home. I bet we have a lot in common. Elevated, yet down to earth. A place to soak it up, sip it down, and make a splash. A place where staying in is even better than going out. Not just a place for visiting, a place for living in the moment. That moment when vacation dreams become reality. You're one of Palm Springs' best kept secrets. Let's show you off. Because you're so much more than just a home. You're a destination. You're an adventure. You're an idyllic escape. You're a happy place.
Need a garage door replaced or repaired? Then go to Overhead Door Company. We do it all. Repairs, service, new installs, retrofits, and more. For over 100 years, Overhead Door has been committed to bringing you the best in residential garage doors, commercial doors, openers, and accessories. Whether you need a stylish new garage door for your home, a more energy-efficient commercial door for your business, or a better integrated door system for your industrial application, remember, if you don't see the red ribbon logo, you are not getting the genuine, the original Overhead Door products and service you need. Look for the red ribbon for products that are reliable and safe. Our service technicians are trained, knowledgeable, and background checked. Our continued success is due to our exceptional employees. Call 760-772-3667. Overhead Door Company. We sell the best and service the rest.
Back here at Palm Springs Stadium for inning number 2. Trevor Eby on the mound after throwing 20 pitches in the first. He'll face the DH Andrew Alva to kick off the inning. Big leg kick. First pitch is a slider called for strike 1 on the outer edge of the strike zone. Both teams had a runner reach in the first, a walk to David Whittle and then a single for Miles Walton. Whittle was stranded as that pitch misses off the edge. Good spot for that fastball, but it's a 1-1 count. And Miles Walton was caught stealing at second to end the first. Another breaking ball, misses low for ball 2. Looked like a curveball that just had too much bite. Dropped in and out of the strike zone. It's a 2-1 count. And Alva swings on the 2-1 offering. It's hit a mile into shallow center field. Miles Walton makes the grab for out number 1. That was a big league pop-up if I've seen one.
Yeah, it looked like he got right under that one. Well, it looks like both starting pitchers are doing a great job of keeping the leadoff runner off first base so far.
Bobby Benavidez, the right fielder, steps up to bat for the Legends. First pitch is at the knees, but called for ball 1. 74-mile-per-hour curveball. It was over the plate, just a tad low. Xander Miller, the home plate umpire tonight. John DeCesar on the bases. The second pitch is rolled over to second base. Mike Gonzalez picks it up and tosses it to Kirkland at first for out number 2.
Yeah, Chavez doing whatever he can to steal some strikes. Those, just as you mentioned, right below the strike zone.
Yeah, he likes to use that curveball early in the count before running it up with the heater. Diego Vasquez at the plate now. Shortstop for the Legends. And he swings at the first pitch. Hits it over to Haller at third. Strong throw across the diamond for the third out. So after throwing 20 in the first, it's a much quicker outing in the second for Trevor Eby. He goes 1-2-3. As we go into the bottom of the second here in Palm Springs. Still scoreless. We'll be right back.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
So Mark Kirkland comes back to the plate after stepping into the left-handed batter's box in the first inning. That was before Miles Walton was thrown out at second, trying to steal a base. So Kirkland's up there leading off the bottom of the second. He swings at the first pitch and fouls it into the parking lot for strike 1. The 0-1, Kirkland punches through the 5-6 hole. 99 off the bat of Mark Kirkland as he's on with a leadoff single.
Yeah, way to take it the other way. Let it get deep on the opposite side of the plate and drive it. Just hitting it hard enough past the shortstop, Vasquez.
It was 90 out of the arm of Weiland, 99 off the bat of Kirkland. And you said it, Johnny, able to sit on that pitch, let it get deep so that he can slap it on the left side of the field. That'll bring up Matt Chavez, the catcher, for the Power. 2 for 4 with a run and an RBI in his short tenure with the Power. He's only played 2 games thus far, but he hit .282 in 43 games at CBU this season. First pitch is a fastball in there for strike 1. Right in the upper corner of the zone away from Chavez, a right-handed hitter. Kirkland with a small lead over at first. The 0-1 is in there for a strike. 0-2. Kirkland over there has some sneaky speed at first. He has 8 stolen bases on the year.
Yeah, he's 6'5", 230 pounds, so don't sleep on him when he gets on first base.
He's only been caught twice, but doesn't look like he's going anywhere just yet. Still having that small lead. The 0-2 to Chavez is a ball high. Outfield playing pretty straight up, as we're still very early in this ball game. Scoreless here in the bottom of the second. Mark Kirkland's on first after a leadoff single. And the 1-2 to Chavez misses up and in for ball 2.
Power doing a great job taking more pitches this time around, because Weiland back in the first inning only threw 10 pitches.
Very aggressive to start out this ball game. A much more patient approach here in the second, as the 2-2 is fouled straight back off the bat of Chavez. He'll see another pitch. Chavez, one of the 4 catchers on the roster for the Power, as the duties were belonging to Casey Kleinman, Blake Conrad, and Brian O'Neill before Chavez's arrival. Ever since he's gotten here, he's been starting behind the dish. And the 2-2 is a fastball swung on and missed from Chavez. He goes down for the first out in the second. Well-located fastball from Weiland, right on the outer edge of the strike zone. Chavez was late on it, so he goes down swinging. Andrew Rivas, the DH for the Power tonight, up to hit.
He's a lefty out of UC Riverside. Went 1 for 3 against when it was against the Palm Springs, the PSCL All-Stars, and 0 for 1 against the San Diego United.
He watches strike one, looked like a changeup called on the bottom part of the zone. Rivas familiar with David Whittle, both of them teammates at UC Riverside. Power DH and Legends catcher. The 0-1 off the plate for a ball. It's 1-1. Rivas, a .254 average at UCR. Played 154 games there. Bringing a lot of collegiate experience out here to Palm Springs as he swings on the 1-1. Chops it foul towards his home dugout. He's only had 1 official at-bat for the Power thus far. He's 0 for 1 with a walk. Good lefty swing. Going to try to put the ball in play here. Here's the pitch, and it's a fastball up and away. Weiland tried to run it up to put away the hitter. The velo has been there for Brandon Weiland. He's been sitting around high 80s, low 90s with that fastball. And a mid-80s slider, high 70s curveball and changeup. As that one is fouled. Nearly getting a piece of Cato Kleinman in the on-deck circle.
Yeah, make sure you keep your head on the swivel on the on-deck circle.
Both Kleinmans in the vicinity. Looking unfazed after that rocket off the bat of Rivas. Kirkland still over there at first with 1 away in a scoreless ball game. That one's flared out into left center field. Underneath it is Canavino. Loses it a bit as it's nearly on its way down. But he makes the grab in left for out number 2.
Yeah, it looked like he lost the ball for a second and was able to recover it.
Yeah, as he was drifting over to his left, that ball maybe had another 100 feet to go before dropping into his glove. And there was a little bit of panic out there in left, but he's able to make the grab. And that'll bring up Cato Kleinman, who's been one of the hotter hitters in the Power lineup. He's recorded a hit in 12 of his last 14 games, and that includes a July 4th walk-off single. First pitch is a fastball missing off the edge of the plate for strike one, or excuse me, ball one.
Cato's currently on a 3-game hitting streak right now. If you include the PSCL All-Stars, has 1 hit against the Colton Nighthawks and 1 against the SoCal Mavs.
That fastball in a very similar spot.
Back on July 9th against the Mavericks as well.
He watches ball 3 as it's a 3-0 count to the power left fielder. His brother Casey is on deck, playing shortstop tonight. We'll see if he gets to come up and swing it here in the second. As Kleinman, Cato Kleinman, has a 3-0 count. Make it 3-1, that fastball right on the edge. Not a lot of action over there at first from Kirkland. We mentioned he's got some sneaky speed, but not wanting to test David Whittle after he gunned down Miles Walton. The 3-1 is on the inner half of the plate, so going outside, now inside with fastballs from Brandon Weiland to get the count even.
Yeah, there's nothing wrong with playing it safe there at first base. Just as he mentioned, he did gun down Howler back in, Walton back in the first inning.
Kirkland takes off, and it's chopped over to second base. Young able to field it and throw it to Perez at first for out number 3. So another base runner stranded on the bases for the Power as we're through 2 scoreless innings here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the third. You listen to Palm Springs Power Baseball on our YouTube channel and on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
Hey, Coachella Valley, Patrick Summers here, General Air Conditioning and Plumbing. Spring is here and summer is right behind it. Don't get caught with a broken air conditioning system. Call us now. Let us get a tune-up done. We're offering a special for $79. It comes with a seasonal guarantee. Call our team today. Get yourself scheduled before the heat hits. Be proactive, not reactive. Go ahead and book at callthegeneral.com or call our offices and we'll get you taken care of.
Top of the third inning here in Palm Springs, 8, 9, and 1 due up for the Legends. It'll be Colton Perez to lead off. Trevor Eby still on the mound for the Power. 20 pitches in the first, only 7 in the second. As he's trying to get through this Legends lineup through for the first time. The first pitch to Perez misses down low for a ball.
He's been doing a great job so far. Eby's been getting the leadoff guy out during the past 2 innings. And back in the second, no one was able to get on base as they put the ball in play, but the defense was able to get the outs.
That one rolled over down the first base line. It'll be a 1-1 count. Yeah, Mark Kirkland in the bottom of the second was the first leadoff runner to reach when he singled, but he was stranded out there. Every other leadoff hitter has been retired. 1-1 count to the Legends' first baseman. Watches strike 2 on the edge. Slider that backs up on the black. He becomes set, ready to deliver the 1-2. Breaking ball, swing and miss from Perez. He goes down swinging for out number 1.
A great pitch by Eby, getting him Out in front of that one, looked like he wanted a fastball, but he ended up throwing it lower in the zone, collecting his third strikeout in the game.
Yeah, you mentioned it, Johnny. He's looking for that fastball on the top of the zone, and EB gives him the curveball that just dives out of the strike zone. Perez swinging over the top of it. As here's Austin Owens, the third baseman, with one away. There's that breaking ball once again. This time EB uses it to throw strike one.
Such a nice pitch, too. The batters don't know what to do with it. Perez was swinging him right in front of it, but now he's getting him again with strike one call on that curveball.
Throws another one there, this one in the dirt, and no chase from Owens. It's a 1-1 count. It's rare you see a guy in the modern day of college baseball where you're primarily throwing sliders and curveballs. It seems like that's what Trevor Eby likes to do. He throws a fastball down Broadway to get ahead, 1-2. It's a good fastball that he has command of, but there's not a whole lot of velo on it. But when he couples it with a curveball with over a foot of break, it makes that pitch look even better. That one's in the dirt, so it's 2-2.
And I like how he's throwing more of his breaking pitches, too, because just as you mentioned, not throwing a hard fastball, but if you work him backwards, that fastball looks like it's coming faster out of his hands.
Here's the 2-2 inside as Owens had to back out just a bit. So it's a full count now. Eby takes his time to get his sign. He kicks and fires the payoff pitch, and it's rolled over down the third base line, but moving foul. Anthony Canavito, the leadoff hitter for the Legends, waiting on deck. Trying to time up Trevor Eby after he struck out in the first, but he's got to get through Austin Owens here. Another payoff pitch is flared down the right field line. Gegg is moving over, but this one's going to slice foul once again. Gegg unable to get on the end of those foul balls in the right field corner. That wind just pushing him further and further away every time he's down there.
Yeah, it looked like the ball just kept slicing away with the wind. If it wasn't for the wind or lighter speeds, he might have had a better chance. He was getting real close to it, but it just kept pushing it away.
So it'll be another payoff pitch from Trevor Eby.
As they're having a long at bat here, this will be his 8th pitch coming up right here.
As Owens fouls off another pitch, that one into Sunrise Park. As we'll do it again.
Yeah, great at bat by Owens. Seen a lot of pitches, bringing up his pitch count. Because Trevor Eby hasn't, his longest outing was 5 innings, and we're already in the top of the 3rd inning.
Excellent work from the Legends 9-hole hitter and third baseman Austin Owens, having himself quite a plate appearance here, as there's a curveball from Eby that Owens gets a piece of. He'll fight to live another day.
Here comes the 10th pitch. Seen a lot of pitches. So expect maybe Owens maybe just looking for a fastball here. He's been fouling off all the breaking pitches.
Still scoreless here at Palm Springs Stadium. One out here in the top of the 3rd. Trevor Eby with another payoff pitch. Doesn't get the call.
Looked like it just missed up with that fastball.
It's ball 4 as Owens trots down to first, and the lineup flips over for Anthony Canavino. Great plate appearance from Austin Owens, fouling off a ton of pitches in that trip to the plate, and he earns himself the 1-out walk. He's at first. Canavino up for the 2nd time after striking out in the first.
That was 10 pitches alone in that at bat, and ended up working himself a walk. Great at bat by Owens.
First pitch to Canavino is painted on the edge of the strike zone. 0-1. It's like a fastball that stays down to 1-1 count to the Legends leadoff hitter.
Now, when the Legends had a runner at first, back in the first inning, we didn't see too much action by Whittle. But now with Owens at first base, maybe we might see some action going on for the Legends.
There's ball 2, breaking ball off the edge of the plate. Power defensively ready for a double play ball. As Gonzalez and Casey Kleinman, the middle infielders, positioned to do so. 2-1 count to Cannavino. Make it 3-1 as that changeup stays low.
And it'll be the second time that Trevor Eby has fallen into a 3-1 count. The last time this happened was back to Whittle, and he ended up getting himself a walk back in the first inning.
Here's the 3-1, and it's rolled over to first. Kirkland fields it, but yeah, so if Kirkland fields it, it was ruled foul, but by the time he had stepped on the bag and thrown it to second, he thought it was a fair ball. It actually hit the back of Austin Owens in the base paths, but he's all right. Some brotherly love out there.
Yeah, it didn't mean to. It's pretty hard to throw when you're the first baseman from that angle, because once you touch first during a double play, you do have to throw to second for the tag to collect that second out.
Yeah, Kirkland was ready for the double play, but it was ruled a foul ball, so we'll do it all over again. This time the runner takes off, and it's lined into center field. Walton doesn't have to move too much. He's underneath it and grabs it for out number 2. Owens was on the run and had to scramble back into first, and does so successfully. So 2 away, that'll bring up David Whittle once again. He walked in the second plate appearance of the game. He's got a runner on first with 2 outs. It's still 0-0.
Now it looks like the Legends are starting to have better at-bats. Owens ended up working a full count, and Cannavino also ended up working a full count as well.
First pitch swinging is Whittle. He chops it over to third. Howler with a strong throw retires him for the 3rd out. Still scoreless through 2.5 here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be right back as Casey Kleinman, Grayson Gegg, and Austin Howler do up for the Power.
For 20 years, our family's mission has been simple. It all starts at Stuffed, where exceptional service meets bold flavors. Every crust, a masterpiece. Cocktails crafted to perfection in an atmosphere that brings family and friends together. Stuffed pizza, dine-in or takeout. Savor and enjoy at our 2 locations. Quality, service, family legacy, it all starts at Stuffed.
Whenever you find yourself hungry for something real, simple, and true, we're here for you.
That's what a hamburger's all about.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Casey Kleinman steps up to the plate to lead off the bottom of the 3rd for the Power. They've had 1 hit in each of the 2 innings that they've came up to swing it thus far, but nothing to show for it just yet. Brandon Weiland on the mound. Throws the first pitch to Kleinman. It's softly flared out into shallow left field, and it's going to drop. For consecutive innings, the Power have their leadoff hitter on with a single.
Yeah, now he's extended his hit streak to 6 games. The past 3 games, he's been having multi-hit games with at least 2 hits. Great job by Kleinman extending it, getting out in front of that one, getting a barrel all over the ball.
And here comes Grayson Gegg, who himself has been swinging a hot bat. 3 for 4 the other night against the SoCal Mavericks. He was the player of the game. Getting the start out in right field tonight. He watches ball 1. Gegg is 13 for 39 on the year, a clean .333 batting average, but in his last 8 games, he's 10 for 21, almost batting a clean .500. He, as well as Kirkland, have that 2-to-1 walk to strikeout ratio, so excellent vision at the plate. It's a good spot for that fastball, painted right on the outer edge for strike 1.
Yeah, Gegg had a slow start to the season, but now he looks like he's starting to turn it up a lot. Had the season high with 3 hits as well, just as you mentioned, against the Mavericks.
And looked like a extended lead over there at first from Kleinman. He didn't take off, and Gegg swings at the 1-1 pitch and fouls it off, so it's 1-2. Walton was able to reach with a 2-out single in the first. He was caught stealing. Mark Kirkland led off the second with a single and was stranded over there. So Kleinman in the third, after his leadoff single, is trying to get into scoring position at the least. Grayson Gegg slaps that one down the line into left field. That's a fair ball. Kleinman going first to third, and it takes a huge bounce off the wall. Going from first all the way to home is Casey Kleinman. Grayson Gegg with an RBI double. The Power lead 1-0.
Yeah, great way for Gegg to slap it down the line. And that bounce off the wall benefited him because Kleinman wasn't rounding third yet, but as soon as they got past the left fielder, he was able to score off of that big bounce it took.
Yeah, that ball just ricocheting out there in the left field corner. Canavino had some trouble getting it in quickly. He's not able to keep Kleinman at third. Some good base running from the Power shortstop as he comes around to score the first run. Lineup will flip over to Austin Haller, as now it's his turn with a runner on. He's got Gegg in scoring position with nobody out. Watches the first pitch. That's called for a ball. That 88-mile-per-hour fastball missing above the zone.
Austin Haller is looking for his first hit. And within 3 games, he has not recorded one so far.
Fastball painted on the edge for strike 1. As you talk about Gegg, he's been swinging a really hot bat, but what's noticeable about him, he's not afraid to use the entire field. 2 of his 3 hits on Wednesday night were into left field, and that RBI double to give the Power the lead right down that third base line. Haller watches that pitch low, doesn't get too far away from Whittle, so Gegg holds put at second base. Still nobody out. Austin Haller with a 2-1 count and a 1-0 lead, trying to extend it here.
He's in a hitter's count now, so he is expecting a ball over the plate.
And he gets one. Fastball on the outer half, and he slaps it foul. Just a little bit late on that offering from Weiland, as the Power hitters starting to figure him out. Weiland, 1 trip through the Power lineup, allowed 4 hits and 1 run.
Yeah, you said it correctly. They are starting to figure him out. They're fouling off more pitches and getting deeper in the counts as well.
Nice plate appearance here from Austin Haller. Weiland comes set. Catcher setting up on the outside, and that's where the pitch goes. It's called ball 3. Count runs full.
Yeah, great take by Haller. If he would have swung at that, that would have got the tip of the bat for some weak contact.
A lot of room on the left side of the infield with the shortstop Vasquez holding Gegg on at the base. Check on the runner before delivering the pitch. It's chopped up the middle. That one's going to squirt through the middle infield. Coming around to score standing up is Gegg. Back-to-back RBI hits for the Power. It's now 2-0.
And Howler broke his stint of 3 games without a hit. He's been having a tough outing those past 3 games, but now he's been putting the ball in play and back-to-back at-bats, and this time he hit it up the middle.
Usually it's Howler coming around to score the runs for the Power. Coming into this game, he had 15 hits and 15 runs, but hit number 16 drives in his 7th run batted in this season, as 3 consecutive hits for the Power give them a 2-0 lead against the Legends here in the 3rd.
Howler has had an interesting last 3 games, even though he didn't record a hit, but he does have 6 walks out of those 3 games. He didn't get a hit in.
He's in the leadoff spot for a reason, and he finally was able to get that hit. Back in the hit column. First pitch to Gonzalez. He shows bunt and pulls back a tad too late. Not sure if that was for show or if he really wanted to lay one down. Either way, it's a foul ball and strike 1. Third baseman Owens looking around, wondering if he should be setting up in. He goes back to where he was playing originally, so don't be surprised if Gonzalez tries to lay one down again. Back pick to first unsuccessfully.
Not a bad idea. They still have no outs. Wouldn't be a bad idea to suck Bantam or push bunt to potentially get on first base as well.
Big swing and a miss from Gonzalez. Fastball at the top of the zone. He's now down 0-2. This inning started with a leadoff single from Casey Kleinman, and then a double from Grayson Gegg that scored Kleinman from first. And then Austin Howler with the 3rd hit of the inning, the 5th of the game for the Power, drove in the 2nd run. So he's at first. The next pitch to Gonzalez, swing and a miss. He goes down for the 1st out. A little bit late on that fastball from Weiland as he records his 3rd strikeout of the game. 1 away. Still a runner on first as Miles Walton steps up.
Miles Walton was the runner caught stealing back in the 1st inning. Catcher got a great jump to be able to get him out.
Tried to back pick the runner at first, and a good low throw, an even better dig by Perez to keep that from going into the outfield.
A great pickup by the first baseman. That would have done some damage. It would have got past him. There is a lot of outfield and foul territory here at the Palm Springs Stadium.
As Howler takes off, he got a really good jump, and the throw not in time. The second baseman, Young, late to get to the bag as he falls over trying to corral Whittle's toss to try to gun down Howler, but he's in there safely.
It looked like the ball was going to beat him there, but the second baseman, Young, wasn't really falling behind. I mean, wasn't really going to fall backwards by the time he caught the ball. It would have been very difficult to try to tag him while falling down.
Yeah, miscommunication between the Legends middle infield as Vasquez was supposed to be the one to cover the bag. That's why Young was late, and he kind of fell over the bag getting there. Howler's in there safely with 1 away. Miles Walton with a chance at an RBI, but he chops this one to shortstop, excuse me. Strong throw from Vasquez records the 2nd out. Howler unable to move 90 feet, so he's still at second base.
But now that brings up Mark Kirkland, who's been an absolute machine in the offensive category.
Second on the team in hits, only Miles Walton has more. But 18 runs batted in for Mark Kirkland. Trying to make it 19 here as he's got Howler at second with 2 away. In the bottom of the 3rd. First pitch to the Power first baseman is a fastball up and away for ball 1. 1-0 off the plate as well, as it's now 2-0.
Yeah, it looked like it was just off the plate. The catcher did what he can to try to frame it and steal a strike, but was unsuccessful.
Kirkland with more experience than any player out here at Palm Springs, at least on this roster. He swings at the 2-0 and slaps it into left field. That one into the glove of Anthony Canavino for out number 3, but the Power are on the board courtesy of an RBI double from Grayson Gegg and an RBI single from Austin Howler. It's 2-0 through 3 innings here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the 4th. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99, including one mouth-watering entree, a refreshing beverage, a $10 power card, and a whole lot of fun, which means you enjoy a delicious meal for under $10. But look, that's 5 good things. Good things come in threes at Dave & Buster's with the Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Buy online or in-store today.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are 2 teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
We've reached the top of the 4th inning here at Palm Springs Stadium. The Power have a 2-0 lead after that 3rd inning. 3 consecutive hits drove in the first 2 runs of the game, as Trevor Eby has himself a 2-run cushion to work with. He'll take on Tyler Shigenaka, Ryder Young, and Andrew Alva here in his 4th inning of work. First pitch is a breaking ball. In there for strike 1.
Trevor Eby needs to keep doing what he's doing right now, attacking these hitters with these breaking pitches and retiring them with weak contact, because the Legends they keep scoring runs as well. The second game was back on June 7th, and they were able to put up 7 runs against the Power. And also game 1, they put up 5, so it's going to be a little difficult for them to shut them out, but Trevor Eby has been doing a great job keeping a leadoff runner off the bag so far.
Yeah, very important weekend matchup between these 2 teams as far as the CPCL standings go. As Eby delivers the 1-1, it's fouled off down the 3rd baseline, 1-2 to the Legends center fielder. Coming into this game, the Legends within the conference are 12-4 compared to the 9-5 record for the Power. So a couple of wins head-to-head would do numbers for the Power's chances of making the postseason. They'll be taking on the Pirates on the road, as that one is slapped into left field for a leadoff single off the bat of Shigenaka. A sharply hit ball into left field.
And that'll be their first hit tonight as the Legends. They were able to get walks on board, but through 3 innings, they weren't able to collect a hit until right now.
So the Legends trying to respond immediately to the Power's 2 runs in the bottom of the 3rd. They have their leadoff batter on with a single, Ryder Young, the beer batter tonight at the plate, as he swings at the first pitch and fouls it straight back over our heads here in the press box for strike 1. He flew out to center to end the first inning, disappointing the fans here at Palm Springs Stadium, hoping they can get some discounted beer tonight with a strikeout of the Legends' second baseman. Here's the 0-1, breaking ball, swung on again and fouled off in a similar spot. This one staying in our peripheral vision. Out of the stadium, however, as Young is in an 0-2 hole.
Now it looks like the Power has some movement down the bullpen, and we'll go ahead and let you know as soon as we can what the name and number is.
Yeah, Richie Amavisca warming up down there, getting loose. We'll see when he comes in, but right now Trevor Eby has one thing in mind, and that's striking out Ryder Young for the fans. As the 0-2 is fouled back, Young will see another pitch.
Yeah, Young don't want to have these fans have a good time with the discounted beers. He keeps fouling off the pitches.
That was a fastball in the middle part of the plate, as Eby is going to try to avoid putting a pitch in that spot again. And we'll see if he goes to the breaking ball in an 0-2 count. Fastball at the knees, doesn't get the call. Missing a tad low.
Great pitch location by Eby. Could have gone either way, but if it benefited the Legends.
Eby comes set and delivers a breaking ball, and just getting a piece of it is Young to stay alive.
Young having another long at bat. Back in the first inning, his first time around, he saw 5 pitches before putting it in play. And right now, he's currently sitting at 5 pitches as well. But this would be its 6th pitch in his at bat.
Eby comes set once again and delivers. That one's lined into center field, and Walton is under it. So for the second time in a 2-strike count, Ryder Young flies out to Miles Walton in center. That's the first out of the 4th. A ball 98 miles an hour off the bat. Got a good swing on it, just hit it right to an outfielder. So that'll bring up Andrew Alva, who also flew out to Walton in center. That was to lead off the second inning as he watches ball 1.
Now, Eby's been averaging about 5 innings. Well, not averaging, but his longest outings has been 5 innings. So he's currently at 56 pitches right now. It does have a chance to maybe go past 5 innings this time around.
There's ball 2, a 2-0 count to the Legends DH. Yeah, Eby threw 20 in the first, 7 in the second, and 20 more in the third. So 2 longer innings, sandwiching a quick 7-pitch inning in which he retired the side. Next pitch to Alva is fouled straight back into the netting. It's a 2-1 count. Benavidez, the right fielder in the on-deck circle for the Legends, coming up with that foul ball. You can see Kirkland having a conversation over there at first with Tyler Shiganaka. It seems like his base hit was ages ago, as Ryder and Alva have been having longer at-bats. That one snared into left field. A diving howler is unable to grab it. As another single for the Legends in this inning. They've got runners on first and second with 1 away.
Yeah, looked like that ball was hit very hard. It got past a diving howler who had basically no chance to get that ball, as it pretty much bounced under his glove.
So Johnny Young is out there warming up as well, joining Amavisca.
Yeah, you can't sleep on these guys. The Legends are always going to put up runs on the board. Because back on June 7th, during Game 2, they put up a 4 spot back in the 8th inning, which were able to put them over the Power, winning 7-5.
Yeah, it was the first CPCL matchup of the summer between these two teams. Power took Game 1. Legends took Game 2. As here for the second go-around, it's the Power who need the win more than ever to close out the season. They trail the Legends in the CPCL standings by 1.5 games. As the first pitch to Benavidez is ball 1, up and away.
Yeah, they'll need to win out the rest of these conference games if they want to have a better chance of making the CPCL playoffs.
Good pitch is rolled over, but foul. As the off-speed pitch got Benavidez to go down and chase it. As it squirts foul, but the Power trying to turn two within the infield. Pretty straight up defense in the outfield grass, but the infield playing about 50% in.
It's the first time tonight that EB has some traffic on him. He was able to keep the runners off, but now they're getting hits through the infield.
That pitch is at the knees for strike two to Benavidez.
Although with one out, it does set up a double play with runners at first and second, so they do have a chance to get out of this unscathed or at least limiting the damage.
EB checks on the runner at second and delivers and gets Benavidez to strike out swinging with an ugly swing. Pulled out the sword and tosses his bat into the dugout for out number two. He was not happy with himself after that swing.
A great pitch selection by EB. Got him. Didn't even know if he should have swung or not, but it ended up working out for him as he collects his second out, as well as the fourth strikeout in his game.
There's that lethal breaking ball from Trevor Eby. So much late break on it. And it was enough to fool Benavidez as the first offering to Vasquez is softly slapped up the middle. That's going to score one run as the deficit has been cut in half. It's now 2-1.
Yeah, that means Shiganaka came in to score, and Alva just moved States in the station, remaining at second base.
A 2-out RBI single for Diego Vasquez as the Power only up by one run here in the top of the fourth. Colton Perez, the batter, with runners on first and second, 2 away.
What a way to respond by the Legends. Power put up 2 back in the bottom 3, and now they put up 1 here in the top of the fourth.
First pitch to Perez is low for ball 1. Very aggressive from Vasquez to swing at the first pitch, as Eby nearly got a glove on it as he spun around on the mound following the release of his pitch, but it just was able to squeak through him in the middle infield of the Power. Breaking ball never breaks back down. It's 2-0.
Yeah, we expected another tie one by these two. Game 2 was 7-5, and Game 1 was only 5-8. So expect a teeter-totter game as they'll probably be going back and forth throughout the game.
Alva at second, Vasquez at first. The 2-0 is offered from Perez, and he fouls it off of him, his lower half, as he moves around gingerly in the batter circle. Three hits in the inning for the Legends. The only 3 hits they have in this game.
Yeah, it looks like the second time around is always more difficult for the pitcher. We're seeing it right now. The Legends are just hitting it where it's pitched, hitting it up the middle or just past the infielders, just hard enough. No extra base hit yet.
Here's the 2-1. It's chopped over to Gonzalez at second. Takes a high hop, but he snags it. Loses the sunglasses in the process, but he gets out number 3, but not before the Legends cut the deficit in half, as it's now a 2-1 score through 3.5. We'll be right back here in Palm Springs Stadium when Matt Chavez, Andrew Rivas, and Cato Kleiman come up to bat.
There's something winning in the Agua. Catch all the action at 360 Sports at Agua Caliente Casinos. Watch your favorite teams on our giant wraparound screens. See live scores on the LED sports ticker. Win big with our bar top games and enjoy great twists on bar food favorites. And with 3 premier casino locations, 360 Sports is the ultimate fan experience. For more information, visit aguacalientecasinos.com.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Bottom 4 as Matt Chavez will lead off for the Power. Trying to get a run right back, as that's what the Legends did in the top half of the inning. Responding to the Power with a run of their own. It's 2-1 Power lead over the Inland Valley Legends here on this Friday night. Zach Durham and Johnny Maldonado joining you here from Palm Springs Stadium. The first pitch to Chavez misses away for ball 1.
Yeah, the Power needs to keep doing what they're doing, and that's taking pitches off the play, having long at bats, because this is a must-win for them.
That one's flared into shallow right field. That one's going to drop in front of Benavidez. So Chavez is on first with the third consecutive leadoff base hit for Power hitters.
Yeah, so far through 3 innings, there's only been one extra base hit for from both teams. The only one's coming from the Power, and that was Gegg back in the 3rd inning to bring in the RBI.
Yeah, Kirkland led off the bottom of the 2nd with a single, although he was stranded at first. Kleinman led off the bottom of the 3rd with a single. He came around to score the first run of the ball game, and now here in the 4th, Chavez is at first. Andrew Rivas, the hitter now, he watches strike 1, painted on the outside edge of the strike zone. Rivas flew out to left field back in the 2nd. As the next pitch to him is a fastball outside. This one is called for ball 1.
Now, Legends doing a great job, doing their best to control the running game. Catcher has been threatening the back pick a lot so far through in this game, and he also threw out a runner, which was Walton.
Yeah, and Miles Walton runs the bases as well as anybody on this Power team. Only Jamal Ritter has more than Miles Walton. That one slapped down the left field line into the Power bullpen for a foul ball and strike 2. Jamal Ritter was representing himself in the HBCU All-Star Game showcase over there on the East Coast. He was leading, or it wasn't leading off, but he was the starting center fielder, as he's hoping to get drafted in the next coming days. Here's Rivas, who watches ball 2, but the back pick to first makes Chavez scurry back safely. Whittle's been questioning these Power base runners all night long. You mentioned, Johnny, that Walton was thrown out at 2nd, but even when Power runners aren't trying to steal a bag, Whittle's been checking on them, whether it's been at first base or 2nd.
Yeah, he's doing a great job controlling the running game, because I think he's the only catcher that's been constantly throwing back to first base against these Power runners, because they usually do a lot of, you see them do fake steals, getting the catcher to pop up, maybe making them have the pitcher throw more balls since they're stealing strikes potentially.
As it's now a 3-ball count to Andrew Rivas. But yeah, you mentioned it, that Power like to be very active on the bases. We see them use a lot of delayed steals, double steals, straight steals, and tonight we haven't really seen a whole lot of it. That one's lined into left center field. That one's going to get in the gap. Flying around the bases is Chavez. He's going to try to go from first to home. The cutoff throw is in, but standing up is Chavez after that RBI double from Andrew Rivas. It's 3-1 Power.
Great way to put it in the gap. The left fielder for the Legends try to slide and try to trap the ball, but Candavino was unsuccessful because if he was able to glove it, he might have stopped Chavez from scoring. But since it got past him, Chavez just kept on running. The ball kept rolling away from him.
2 extra base hits for the Power tonight. One off the bat of Grayson Gegg. That one off the bat of Andrew Rivas. Both of them driving in a run. As Cato Kleinman's at the plate now, as he watches ball 1 on the outer half.
Yeah, Cato Kleinman's first time around, he ended up rolling over to the second baseman.
An eerily similar start to the 4th inning as the 3rd after a leadoff single, followed by an RBI double. As Kleinman chops that one to short. Moving from second to third is Rivas, but the throw from Vasquez gets the out at first, so Kleinman is retired, but it's a productive out as it moves Rivas over to third.
The shortstop Vasquez looked to third, thought about it, but he got the for sure out at first base, getting the first out of the inning.
So he's able to move Rivas over. He's now 90 feet away from scoring. And with less than 2 outs, it'll take a fly ball or anything behind the catcher to bring home the run. Infield is in for the Legends. First pitch from Weiland, fastball at the knees, called for strike 1 to Casey Kleinman. 1 for 1 with a run tonight. He kick-started the rally in the 3rd. Second pitch called for strike 2. Kleinman doesn't like it. You can see him toss his hands up, wondering how far that pitch was off the plate.
He's a great batter to have in this situation. He's only had 7 strikeouts in 71 at-bats this summer.
He's going to have to choke up and put the bat on the ball here. The 0-2 is down in the dirt for a ball.
He also has 10 walks as well, so he's averaging more walks than strikeouts.
Infield staying in against Casey Kleinman. Just needs to lift it up and over or through to drive in another run. That ball skips in the dirt. It's a 2-2 count.
Now the starting pitcher, Weiland, hasn't walked anyone just yet. Power's been putting the ball in play a lot, or just striking out.
Yeah, Casey Kleinman has that sneaky pop in his bat, too. He's got 4 triples, which is tied for first on the Power. Him and Miles Walton each have 4. The 2-2 is punched into shallow right field. Benavidez makes the grab and throws home, but no advancement from Rivas. He stays put at third. There's 2 away.
Wasn't deep enough to bring him home, but that would just be the second out of the inning. Although they did collect another run, still up by 2.
So Rivas is still waiting over there at third, as there's now 2 outs and Grayson Gegg's at the plate. 1 for 1 with an RBI double and a run scored. Looking to do the same here. That one's chopped to the left side of the infield. Owens comes up with it and makes a strong throw to first to get Gegg retired. So that's the 3rd out, but the Power get that run right back, as it's now 3-1 through 4 innings here in Palm Springs. We'll be right back for the 5th on Palm Springs Power YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.
The family said.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for. Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're a community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Quality first. It's quite a philosophy to live by. But world-class ingredients are the foundation of great meals. And we wouldn't have it any other way. At Kaiser Grill in downtown Palm Springs, we believe you deserve the best. So whether it's dinner for two or a celebration with 200 friends, quality is our promise to you. Because quality is king. Quality is Kaiser.
Three to 1 ball game. The Power lead over the Inland Valley Legends. We're in the top of the 5th, and we have a new arm on the mound for the Power. Richie Amavisca comes in to relieve for Trevor Eby, who went 4 innings strong.
Yeah, he had another great start. Went 4 innings pitched, had 4 strikeouts, only allowed 1 earned run, 3 hits, 2 walks, and only pitched 70 pitches. Another quality start by him.
First pitch from Amavisca is ball 1 on the outer half to Austin Owens. 9, 1, and 2 due up in this 5th inning as the second pitch is hit a mile into the sky. And it's Gonzalez, the second baseman, who makes the grab for out number 1.
Yeah, Amavisca only threw 1 inning back on July 2nd against San Diego United. Only had 1 strikeout and allowed no earned runs as well.
So the leadoff hitter and left fielder Anthony Canavino coming up to bat for the 3rd time tonight. He's 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a flyout. First pitch misses on a fastball at the knees. Looked like it missed inside for ball 1.
Currently holds a 8.31 ERA, but he only has 4 innings of work. And the most runs he ever gave up was 4 earned runs back on July 7th against the Inland Valley Legends.
So it's a 2-0 count to Canavino. The 3rd pitch of the at-bat is slapped to Howler at 3rd, who throws it over to 1st for the 2nd out.
And 3 pitches, 2 outs. He's making quick work on these Legend batters.
Able to get Owens on a pop-up and Canavino on a ground out. He'll face David Whittle with 2 away here in the 5th. Whittle's 0 for 1 with a walk. He was the first base runner of the game. He's been playing a great game defensively as he watches strike 1 called on the outer edge. He's already has 1 caught stealing. That was Miles Walton back in the 1st. And he's been holding the Power base runners at bay, particularly when they're on first base, as the second pitch is in there for a strike. Nice breaking ball on the inner half. That one is flared a mile high. This one drifting over to Gonzalez once again. So for the 2nd time this inning, he's on the end of a pop out, and that one will end the top of the 5th. So quick inning of work for Richie Amavisca. He comes in and goes 1-2-3 against the Legends. For the Power, it'll be the top of the lineup. due up in the bottom of the 5th. We'll be right back.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99 at Palm Springs' most popular restaurant.
Austin Haller, Mike Gonzalez, and Miles Walton, top of the order for the Power, due up in the bottom of the 5th. 3-1 ball game as they lead over the Inland Valley Legends in what's essentially a must-win weekend. 2 at home against the Legends, 2 on the road against the Pirates. Those 2 Inland Valley teams ahead of the Power in the CPCL standings as we approach the conclusion of this regular season. Playoffs looming in a couple of weeks, but the first pitch to Austin Haller is a ball. It comes from Logan Hocuff, who comes in for his first inning of work, relieving Brandon Weiland.
Yeah, Brandon Weiland went 4 innings pitched, had 3 strikeouts, allowed no walks, but he did give up 7 hits with 3 earned runs and faced 18 batters.
Haller watches a fastball on the edge of the zone. Haller tonight 1 for 2 with an RBI single and a stolen base. That one also catching the zone for a 1-2 count now to the Power leadoff hitter. A lot of room up the middle defensively. The Legends leaving plenty of space as that one slapped to third. Initially bobbled, but the throw is low and unable to scoop it is Perez. So Haller reaches first on an error to kick off the bottom of the 5th.
And that's what speed does. It kills the defense. The third baseman for the Legends bobbled it. Was able to get a nice, a strong throw, but he did skip it right in front of the first baseman, making him rush it.
Mike Gonzalez at the plate now. He's struck out twice, trying to put the ball in play here. He's got a guy on after Haller reaches on an error. Hocuff will have to work out of the stretch. First pitch is low and away for ball 1. Nobody warming up in either bullpen, as Hocuff coming in to pitch for his first inning of work. Amavisca came in the top of the 5th for the Power, relieving Trevor Eby after he went 4 innings, only allowed 1 run on 3 hits and struck out 4. Haller moving around at first, and it draws the attention of the catcher, David Whittle, who thought about throwing a back pick down to first, but elects not to.
Yeah, Whittle's been working hard back there behind the dish, making sure the Power don't take too much of a lead. But as well as the pitching staff, they've been doing a great job overall controlling the run game, because before in other games, they're just running wild.
Fastball on the edge of the zone, 90 miles per hour on the dot. Called for strike 2. So a 1-2 count to the Power's second baseman. As he lines that one to second through the gap, up the middle. As a hard hit, base hit for Mike Gonzalez. He's 1 for 3.
Yeah, just shot it right out the middle, barreled up the ball, and they just moved station to station. Howler remain at second base, and Gonzalez stays at first, but they do have speed on the base pads for Miles Walton.
Yeah, Howler at second, Gonzalez at first. Both of them can run well. And they've got a guy at the plate who is more than capable of putting a ball in the gap. Miles Walton, who's 1 for 2 today. But nobody on the Power has more hits, more runs, more extra base hits than Miles Walton. And only Bryant O'Neill has more runs batted in than him. So this is exactly who you want at the plate in a tight ball game with a couple of guys on.
Yeah, tie ball game in a must-win situation. They're going to have to win out the rest of the season, but they do have the opportunity to collect 2 more runs if Miles Walton hits it in the gap. Does have 22 RBIs still with no outs.
If you're just joining us, it was the Power who got out to the lead first. That came in the bottom of the 3rd inning. They scored a couple of runs before the Legends responded with one of their own. In the top of the 4th, the Power getting one of their own in the bottom. So it's 3-1, bottom 5 here. With nobody out, runners on first and second. Miles Walton swings at the first pitch and flares it out into center field. Shigenaka is under it and makes the grab for the first out.
He got under it, but it was not deep enough. It was just in shallow center field. Howler and Gonzalez stay put. Now, Power do need to take advantage of a runner in scoring position, because before we've seen the Legends they can have big innings when they get runners on. So score as many as you can to make it harder for the Legends to come back or even tie it.
So here's Mark Kirkland, who's 1 for 2. In a big spot here in the bottom of the 5th. And John DeCesar is going to call a balk. Both runners are going to advance, as Howler's now at 3rd and Gonzalez is now at 2nd. No hesitation from John DeCesar to call balk, as he was right in the vicinity of Logan Hocuff's delivery.
Yeah, now a sac fly could change the score here. Just hit it as hard as you can up in the air or shoot it through the infield.
As Kirkland, you don't need to tell him twice to hit it as hard as he can. As he fouls that one off down the left field line. But you mentioned it. The infield is in with less than 2 outs. A lot of different ways you can manufacture a run.
Yeah, kind of changes the approach for Kirkland here. The runner at 3rd, just as you mentioned, with 1 out. You just hit it as hard as you can to the outfield. Make sure it's deep enough, and you do certainly have more than enough speed to tag up.
Kirkland rolls over, and that one stays fair. So the first baseman, Perez, is able to snag it and step on the bag at first for the 2nd out. So a bit of a wasted opportunity for the Power cleanup hitter there. As there's 2 away, Matt Chavez at the plate now. The Legends infield moves back to their initial positioning.
Yeah, just stayed fair too. The ball looked like it was gonna hop over the first baseman. We've seen Gonzalez just get enough glove on the chopper he got recently.
Still a couple of runners in scoring position despite there being 2 outs. Chavez watches that breaking ball, called ball 1 beneath the zone.
Chavez is currently 1 for 2. Has a strikeout, a base hit, as well as a run scored. It's a tie ball game yet again. Power do need to take advantage of the runners in scoring position. Runners at 2nd and 3rd, a base hit could bring in both of them.
Another breaking ball. That one is called for a strike. similar spot, but this one catches enough of the zone. Three to one ball game with two more runners in scoring position for the Power to double their lead. Next pitch to Chavez is up and in for a ball, so it's a 2-1 count.
It's been a great game so far. Both pitchers were able to get out of traffic, and now the Power have traffic yet again for the for the Legends pitching staff. Have been able to hold the Power to only 3 runs.
Hocuff delivers the 2-1. It's a fastball up and above the strike zone for a ball and a 3-1 count. Andrew Rivas is on deck. He's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. So if Hocuff doesn't want to face Chavez, he doesn't have to with first base open. The payoff pitch is a fastball, swing and a miss. Oh, excuse me, that was only strike 2. Either way, 89 on the gun for Hocuff.
Yeah, he was able to blow it by him with that fastball. Now he's able to work to make it back to a full count, 3-2. Big payoff pitch here.
Now Hocuff will take a deep breath, kick the leg, and deliver the payoff pitch. It's grounded to second base, fielded by Young, and the throw to Perez at first retires Chavez. So the Power strand a couple of runners in scoring position. Their lead remains 3-1 through 5 innings here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the 6th. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.
It's a family setting, you know, we get into conversation, and it's comfortable here is what I guess I'll say. It's comfortable.
The hot cocoa has whipped cream and sprinkles in the whipped cream in the hot cocoa.
Very family oriented. You know, they cater to the kids. They got the coloring books and crayons, and they have kid-sized stuff about almost for everything that you would want. So young and old, everybody can enjoy it.
It's the best.
Made from scratch memories. Elmer's.
Building your business is no small undertaking, and you need the right team by your side. Whether you're just getting started or expanding nationwide, Pacific Premier Bank is here to support your business every step of the way. As your trusted banking partner, we can help guide you down the right path with customized solutions designed for your business. We'll help you achieve the success you deserve. Pacific Premier Bank. Let's build your future together.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Part of the Legends lineup due up to kick off the 6th inning. Tyler Shiganaka, Ryder Young, and Andrew Alva will be taking on Richie Amavisca in his 2nd inning of work. It was a 1-2-3 inning on 7 pitches when he came into the 5th to relieve Trevor Eby. First pitch is in there for strike 1 to Shiganaka, who's 1 for 2 with a run. He scored the only run thus far for the Legends on a Diego Vasquez RBI single in the 4th.
Try to go back with the same pitch, but he missed this time, even up to count on 1-1.
Yeah, good breaking ball from Amavisca. This one doesn't get the call. Looked like it was above the zone. So a 1-1 count to the Legends center fielder. That's a slider that catches the zone. Good break from Amavisca. Nearly 1.5 feet of horizontal break.
Has not swung the bat once. He's been seeing those breaking pitches in. It looks like he doesn't know if to swing or not.
Here's the 1-2, and it's fouled straight back as Shigenaka stays alive.
And Shigenaka was the one that started off the party. Although he's the only one that did score, but this portion of the lineup has been doing its damage against the Power.
Amavisca waiting for his sign and taking his time to do so before beginning his windup and delivering a fastball missing just off the edge of the plate for ball 2.
Great pitch selection and great location. Looks like those pitchers just off the plate. Seen a couple of those. We could go either way.
Here's the 2-2, and that one's fouled straight back as well. So Shigenaka putting together a nice plate appearance here. His team has 1 run on 3 hits compared to 3 runs on 8 hits for the Power. Another 2-2 pitch is fouled off into Sunrise Park. As Shigenaka is doing his job and forcing Amavisca to throw a lot of pitches to kick off this 6th inning.
Yeah, this is going to be its 8th pitch in this at bat alone.
Another 2-2, swung on and missed from Shigenaka. He goes fishing for out number 1.
Great slider down the way, had him in swing mode already. Swung at 3 straight pitches, fouled it, took the chance, and he bit at the pitch off the plate.
Here comes Ryder Young, who's the beer batter tonight. So the fans here at Palm Springs Stadium are going to want more of what Richie Amavisca just gave them as he struck out Shigenaka to kick off the 6th. Ryder Young, the beer batter tonight, has a couple of flyouts to center field as he watches ball 1 away. Amavisca working quickly here. That one missing as well, so he's behind. 2-0.
Legends been having great at bats, as you mentioned. They've only struck out 5 times through 5 innings of through 5 innings of this game.
That one is ripped into the left center gap, past Casey Kleinman at short. So the beer batter is on base with a 1-out single. That'll bring up Andrew Alva, who's 1 for 2.
Alva had that single back in the 4th inning. Legends looking like they're having to answer back here as they haven't scored. Back in the 5th inning, still down by 2 runs.
Fastball inside, called for strike 1 to Alva.
Now the Power did have their chance to extend the lead, but the Legends pitching staff was able to hold back, giving the offense a chance to at least get 1 run here.
Here's another fastball. This one's on the outer half of the plate, so Amavisca going coast to coast to get ahead of the Legends DH, 0-2. Sizable lead over there at first for Young, as that's a good swing from Alva. He fouls off that fastball that caught a lot of the plate. Fortunately for Amavisca, it was not put into play. So he'll try to put the hitter away here, as he's got plenty of pitches to work with. 0-2, and that slider's off the plate. No chase from Alva.
Now it makes you wonder if the Legends are going to finally try to steal a bag. He's taking a sizable lead there at first base. Young just keeps getting farther and farther with each pitch.
Yeah, that lead is growing for Ryder Young as this plate appearance extends for Alva. He chops it to third. Haller going to second and to first as the Power turn a 5-4-3 double play to end the top of the 6th. As they still hang on to a 2-run lead. It's 3-1 going into the bottom of the inning. We'll be right back. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Monster Shakes, the best ice cream creations in the desert and only place in the world that serves all 10 flavors of Dole Soft Serve. The winner of the best soft serve and smoothies, home to the world's best date shake and other fun creations like ice cream nachos and the cotton candy burrito. For a limited time, come in and try your luck. Any soft serve that weighs exactly 16 ounces is free. Monster Shakes in Palm Springs and Cathedral City facing the Mary Pickford. Franchise opportunities available too. Monster Shakes, a delicious mess.
Andrew Rivas will lead off the bottom of the 6th for the Power. Tonight he's 1 for 2 with an RBI double. That was his first hit for the Power as he comes in from UC Riverside. He's made a couple of appearances, but has yet to put one. That one's hitting to right center field, moving back, and that one's gone. Andrew Rivas with a solo home run to kick off the bottom of the 6th. And the Power extend their lead. They're now up 4-1.
That'll be his second RBI of this game. Just what they needed. Legends always find a way to get on, but the Power were able to add another run, making it 4-1. Couldn't have come at a better time.
95 miles an hour off the bat of Andrew Rivas as that ball was launched into right field, dipping over the Raising Cane's banner. 4-1 ball game, courtesy of Andrew Rivas. His second extra base hit of the night, his second RBI of the night as well. As Cato Kleiman swings at the first pitch and hits it a mile down the first base line. That one's going to stay in fair play, but drop behind the first baseman Perez, who lost it in the floodlights.
Yeah, also that wind, too, kept changing the direction of the ball. Kept telling back away from the first baseman.
What a great swing off the bat of Andrew Rivas.
Got all of that one. Loud hit, and it went over the fence. Couldn't have come at a better time.
There's ball one away to Cato Kleinman. That was the 9th hit of the night for the Power, but only their 4th run. They've been having trouble coming around to score.
Yeah, they had the chance back in the 5th inning. With no outs, with runners at first and second, they weren't able to cash him in.
There's strike 2 to Cato Kleiman. It's a 1-2 count.
Only up by 3, but they need to continue to find ways to keep up with the lead because the Legends, as we've seen before, have no problem scoring runs. They scored at least 5 runs the last 2 games here.
As that one is ripped into left center field. Good jump off the bat from Shigenaka, the center fielder. He comes up with the out. First in the inning, as Casey Kleiman will come up to hit.
Kleiman is currently 1 for 2 as well. Has a single with the run and also flied out to the right fielder.
So a good bounce back out for Logan Hocuff after giving up the leadoff solo home run as the first pitch to Casey Kleiman is fouled out of the ballpark for strike one.
Yeah, it's very important to get the first out after you give up a big hit, especially a home run, to stop any momentum going for the Power.
Breaking ball is slapped up the middle for a base hit. Good bat to ball skills from from Casey Kleinman, as he's on base with the second hit of the inning. That'll bring up Grayson Gegg. 2 for 3 night for Casey Kleinman, as he's on with his second single. Grayson Gegg 1 for 2 with an RBI double. That one coming back in the third. But he's been swinging a hot bat of late. 11 hits in his last 23 at bats. Watches the first pitch, a fastball inside for ball one.
They do need to start taking advantage with the runners on. They're starting to string up some hits in these past couple innings.
And time is called as David Whittle, the Legends catcher, walks out to the mound to talk with Logan Hocuff, as they're trying to figure out what they can do to get out of this inning. Grayson Gegg's been one of the hottest power hitters of late. He was the player of the game on Wednesday night when they put up 17 runs against the SoCal Mavericks. Grayson Gegg with 3 hits that night.
Do you think they're discussing how to stop the running game here for the Power? Because as we've seen throughout the season, they just run wild against other teams. But if you're the pitcher, how would you continue to stop the run game? Would you just keep doing what you're doing now, or would you try switching it up at this point in the game?
I mean, to this point, yeah, the Power ran into an out coming back in the first when Miles Walton tried to steal, but there's no need to get overly aggressive, especially when what you've been doing is working. You have that 3-run cushion, and the bats have been swinging it well. We mentioned 9 hits tonight thus far, so no need to change what isn't broken. As a good swing from Gegg right there. It's fouled off to the left side, off the top of the netting.
And now if you're the Legends, are you continuing just to pick back at the first base whenever there's a runner there?
Oh, try to take off early. As you mentioned it, maybe manager Casey Dill wants to up the aggressiveness on the base paths. As you can see, Casey Kleinman dancing around on first. It's a 2-1 count to Grayson Gegg.
Yeah, you got to do what you got to do to get runners in scoring position in the big must-win game to better your chances at the playoffs.
Fastball right down Broadway for strike 2. Out of room on the right side of the infield. Although the way Gegg has been swinging it lately, he's been using the left side of the field, using a lot of Oppo Taco power. As Kleinman continues to dance around on the bag out there. But that's called strike 3 off the plate. Greg doesn't like it. He's having a word with Xander Miller. He's retired for out number 2 here in the bottom of the 6th.
Yeah, it looks like we're seeing a lot of close pitches right on the black or just off of it. Can go either way, but this time around it went towards the Legends' way, getting the second out of the inning.
So the lineup flips back over for Austin Howler. 1 for 3 tonight with an RBI single and a stolen base. As he watches the first pitch, a fastball misses above the strike zone for ball 1.
And now it looks like the Power do have some movement down in the bullpen, getting ready for the next inning.
It's like Chapman Weber is getting loose down there. We'll see if he comes in for the 7th. Austin Howler flies that one a mile into the Palm Springs sky, but it drifts foul. That ball would have gone a long way if Howler could have gotten on top of the ball. Instead, it's a big league pop-up.
Howler is currently 1 for 3. Has an RBI single back in the 3rd inning.
That home run from Andrew Rivas, a confirmed 385 projected distance out there into right field. 95 off the bat. Back pick to first to check on Casey Kleiman is late. As Whittle tried to do it once more. He's been staying persistent with being annoyance to the runners at first base all night long.
Hey, that's all you can do at this point. For the opposing team facing the Power, the last thing you want is to have someone with speed out at first base.
And Kleiman takes off, but Haller offers at the pitch and flares it into center field. Moving in is Shigenaka, who makes the grab for out number 3. But that comes after Andrew Rivas hits a solo home run to extend the Power lead. It's now 4-1 through 6 innings. Power lead over the Inland Valley Legends. We'll be back for the 7th inning here on the Palm Springs Power YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.
The management.
Everyone knows good things come in threes, like our Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99. Maybe the saying should be good things come in 19.99s. Maybe not. The Dave & Buster's Eat, Drink, and Play combo for just $19.99.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu.
Jessup Auto Plaza has been proudly serving the Coachella Valley since 1938 as your trusted family-owned auto destination. Now, electrify your drive with the Valley's most extensive range of electric vehicles. Drive the Chevrolet Blazer, Equinox, Silverado, the powerful GMC Hummer, Sierra, and the distinctive Cadillac Lyriq. Silent power, bold performance. Electrify your drive. Jessup Auto Plaza. Since 1938, the EV brands you love, the family you trust.
New arm on the mound for the Power to kick off this 7th inning after Richie Amavisca relieved Trevor Eby in the 5th. He went 2 innings, only allowed 1 hit and recorded 1 strikeout. But now it's Chapman Weber's turn. As he comes into the top of the 7th inning, he'll take on Bobby Benavidez, Diego Vasquez, and Colton Perez.
Yeah, Amavisca went 2 innings pitched. Saw 6 batters, 1 strikeout, and only allowed 1 hit on 23 pitches.
Very efficient work for Mr. Amavisca out of the bullpen. The first pitch from Weber, he blows it right by Benavidez for strike 1.
Power pitching has been doing a great job so far, eliminating the hits as well as doing a good job of controlling the traffic on the base pads. They've only allowed 1 earned run through 6 innings of work so far.
There's strike 2 at the knees to Benavidez. It's an 0-2 count. You mentioned it, Johnny. 1 run on 4 hits allowed through 6 innings for power pitchers. Chapman Weber's going to try to continue that success, and the 0-2 pitch is a gross breaking ball that just completely fools Benavidez. For the 2nd time tonight, he goes down swinging.
Yeah, the Power's now Weber does have a big job here. He does need to keep him scoreless here, because it's only a 4-run lead, but it's been close all night. So all you gotta do is just keep doing what you're doing, pound the strike zone, throw the breaking pitches when you can. As the Legends been having some difficulty swinging at them and making good contact with those breaking pitches.
That was one of the best sweepers you're gonna see all summer long here at Palm Springs Stadium. 2,700 spin rate with a 1.5 feet of break. No wonder Benavidez looked fooled. One away here in the 7th. Diego Vasquez, the Legend shortstop, at the plate. He watches ball 1. It's a 4-1 ball game. Power still lead over the Legends. That pitch is fouled straight back off the bat of Vasquez. It was 3-1 going into the bottom of the 6th when Andrew Rivas led off the inning with a solo home run to right field. That extended the lead to 3 as it's a 4-1 ball game here in the 7th. Swing and a miss from Vasquez. He was late on that fastball. As Chapman Weber has come in here in the 7th and done nothing but throw strikes to get ahead of hitters as it's 1-2 to the Legends shortstop. Another breaking ball. This time Vasquez holds back. Two and 2 count to the Legends shortstop. Weber kicks and fires. Fastball at the knees. Swing and a miss as he goes down for another strikeout, back-to-back here in the 7th. And I'll bring up Colton Perez, who's 0 for 2. So Chapman Weber punching out the first 2 hitters he faces, working very efficiently in relief of Amavisca. Only threw 23 pitches to 6 hitters through those 2 innings pitched. First pitch to Perez, called for strike 1 on the inside. Second one swung on and missed.
Good job by Weber so far, keeping runners off the base pads for the Legends, because you never know, they've been able to pop off any time during the games last time they were here.
Big swing and a miss. As Perez was late on that fastball once again. It's a 1-2 count. Weber having no problem throwing the fastball right down Broadway and challenging these Legend hitters. Tries to do so there, but leaves it above the zone. It's a 2-2 count. We'll see if that was a setup pitch and if he was gearing up to throw an off-speed pitch. Trying to strike out the side. The 2-2 delivery. Chopped over to third. It's going to take a funny hop, but it's barehanded by Haller, who fires a strike to first to end the top of the 7th. What a play over there at the hot corner from Austin Haller.
Yeah, great way to check the runner, because if we would have tried to glove it, he might have been a little closer, but nonetheless, they collected third out of the inning to keep him scoreless yet again.
It's stretch time here in Palm Springs, as we'll be back for the bottom of the 7th. Mike Gonzalez, Miles Walton, and Mark Kirkland due up. We're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Fox Sports 1270 AM.
The Management Trust is a 100% employee-owned company. Every employee has a vested interest in providing memorable experiences to every homeowner and board members of HOAs. It's a very powerful thing. No homeowners association is too small or too large for us to manage. From community maintenance services to customized absentee home care, the Management Trust provides just about every service any homeowner could ask for.
Hi, I'm Damien with the Management Trust. We're community management built differently for your homeowners association. To find out how, give me a call.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
2, 3, and 4 for the Power. Here in the bottom of the 7th, they're still hanging on to a 4-1 lead over the Inland Valley Legends as they are hosting their final CPCL games here at Palm Springs Stadium this weekend. Must-win games for the team in red, as Mike Gonzalez, who's 1 for 3 on the night, watches strike 1 called on the outer edge.
Yeah, Power been doing a great job getting runners on, but they haven't been able to cash as many runners as they wanted to. They only have 4 runs in this game. It's still tight here in the bottom of the 7th inning.
A hard hit ball off the bat of Gonzalez finds the second baseman Young. He's able to stick with it and make the throw to Perez at first for the first out. That'll bring up Miles Walton, who's also 1 for 3 tonight. He was caught stealing in the first, has since then grounded out to short and flown out to center field.
Yeah, there hasn't been that many strikeouts either. The Power have only struck out 4 times this game, putting the ball in play most of the time tonight.
First pitch fastball called for strike 1. Second pitch is low. Another fastball, but it's 1-1. There's ball 2. Another fastball, that one missing up and away to Miles Walton. Breaking ball stays inside for ball 3. 3-1 count to the Power center fielder with Mark Kirkland on deck. Three-1 delivery from Hocuff. It's a breaking ball right on the black for strike 2.
And a great pitch on a 3-1 count too. Slider down and away to get the second strike. Now has a chance to put him away.
Here's the payoff pitch from Hocuff. Fastball called strike 3, even though Whittle was unable to squeeze it. The drop third strike and throw down to first to get the second out of the inning. That was a weird one.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of those today. Ball popped out of his glove. It looks like a lot of pitches are just on or just off the plate tonight. A lot of the calls are benefiting either of the teams as well.
Very rare to see a called strike 3 when the catcher was unable to squeeze it. That ball nowhere near the dirt. It was over the plate and at the knees, but off. Regardless, it was nowhere near going to be something that Whittle had to block. Regardless, it's a strikeout for Miles Walton, and Mark Kirkland is up to bat with 2 strikes, or excuse me, with 2 outs. As Hocuff delivers fastball up and away for a ball.
Kirkland's currently 1 for 3 tonight with just a single.
Half swing from Kirkland, but it doesn't matter. It's a called strike 2 anyways. As Hocuff with 2 away is working quickly here. He throws another breaking ball that misses off the plate. With a tempo from Hocuff in this 7th inning, much quicker than what it was in this 6th, as he's settled back in after allowing that home run to Andrew Rivas. There's ball 4 and a 2-out walk to Mark Kirkland, as Matt Chavez will come up to hit.
Good job by Kirkland by getting a walk in this inning. And that just extends Chavez, who's been having a great day so far. Has a single with an RBI.
Chavez at the dish with 2 away. He's got Kirkland at first and a 3-run lead as the Power lead 4-1 in the bottom of the 7th. Strike 1 called, a fastball on the outer edge. Chavez with a strikeout, a single, and a ground out tonight. as he watches ball one, a fastball low and away in the dirt.
It wasn't our right, it was a run. Excuse me, I was looking down at Rivas.
Yeah, Rivas has been having quite the day. He's on deck. We'll see if he gets a plate appearance here in the 7th. He's guaranteed another one, unless Casey Dill wants to pinch hit for him. Back pick from Whittle to check on Kirkland at first, unsuccessfully.
He's pretty much done that almost every inning whenever someone's on for the Power.
Kirkland takes off, and it's rolled over down the third base line, but foul. So the big man's got to turn around and go back, while Chavez thinks about what he can do to put this ball in play.
And not a bad idea for a hit and run. You're ahead in the count, 2-1.
Kirkland able to reach on a 2-out walk in the 7th. Hocuff comes set and delivers. Breaking ball inside. Doesn't get the call from home plate umpire Xander Miller.
What a great take by Chavez. Taking a breaking pitch that just might have missed below the zone.
Power have scored runs in 3 of the last 4 innings. Trying to add to their tally here in the 7th with 2 away. Kirkland takes off once again, and it's fouled off once again, this time down the first base line. So Kirkland's getting pretty worn out there, having to run back and forth in between first and second. Matt Chavez having no problem with it as he's starting to get into the groove and find the release point of Logan Hocuff.
Yeah, Hocuff has been throwing a lot of pitches within the last 3 batters.
Kirkland takes off again, and this one's lined into center field, but underneath it is Shigenaka for the 3rd out. So the Power strand a runner at first after the 2-out walk to Mark Kirkland, but they still have a 3-run lead. It's 4-1 through 7 here at Palm Springs Stadium. We'll be back for the 8th. Listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Palm Springs Power YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Try our big, beautiful all-day menu with more than 70 delicious dishes and our award-winning 3-course brunch for only $27.99. At Palm Springs' most popular restaurant, there's always a party at Lulu. Nine, 1, and 2 due up in the lineup for the Legends to kick off the
Top of the 8th inning. Power still lead 4-1 on this fine Friday night here at Palm Springs Stadium. Zach Durham with Johnny Maldonado here in the press box as Chapman Weber throws ball 1 to Austin Owens.
It's been a great game so far. Still a tight one. Legends only down by 3 runs, but both teams doing a great job getting runners on, moving them to scoring position, but it's been the pitching that's been standing out for both of them as they're able to get out of the innings either unscathed or just limiting the damage.
The 2-0 is a fastball at the knees for strike 1. 2-1 count. Now the Power have 4 runs on 10 hits compared to the 1 run on 4 hits for the Legends. As that one misses low and away for ball 3.
Yeah, for the Legends, time is almost running out. You only have 6 outs to play with to at least tie it or take the lead late in the game.
And having a word with his pitcher out there. After he fell behind 3-1 is the Power backstop. Chavez going out there just to get Chapman Weber refocused.
Good job by the catcher, because the last thing you want is for the Legends to have the leadoff runner on. Because you know how they've been the last time they were here. They were able to put up at least 5 runs the past 2 games.
That's a fastball at the knees. Austin Owens was ready to toss the bat and trot down to first, but he has to step back into the box for a full count. Tyrone Woods is warming up in the Power bullpen. Chapman Weber with the payoff pitch. Fastball top of the zone. Owens just got a piece of it to stay alive.
Great pitch selection and great location as well. Those high fastballs are hard to get hits off of, because if you're under it just slightly, you're just going to pop out to the infield or shallow outfield.
So Owens steps back in. He'll see another payoff pitch from Chapman Weber. Here's the delivery, and that one's flared center field. Walton moving under it in shallow center, makes the grab for the first out of the 8th. Had a bit of ground to make up there. That ball not hit as deep as he initially thought. He had to move in quite a bit to snag it.
Yeah, with that wind too, it's going to make it die even more, so he had to come in a little bit more than usual for that.
We talked about it at the top of this broadcast. The wind has been blowing in from left field all night long. Certainly helped Andrew Rivas out when he poked that home run over the right field wall in the bottom of the 6th. Big swing and a miss from Canavino, the Legends leadoff hitter. He's down 0-1, 0 for 3 today with a strikeout, a flyout, and a ground out. Here's the 0-1. Breaking ball right over the plate. Great bite from Weber to get ahead 0-2. Fastball top of the zone coupled with a breaking ball at the knees. Weber can go anywhere here. He goes fastball away. Not a bad idea, but no swing from Canavino. It's 1-2.
Good pitch, but Canavino was not going to bite at that pitch off the plate.
Here's the 1-2. This time, Canavino offers and comes up empty. He goes down swinging for the second out. So Weber records his 3rd strikeout. And David Whittle, the catcher, at the plate now, 0 for 2 with a walk. That one coming back in the 1st inning. Weber's first pitch, fastball, outer half, that Whittle hacks on and swings and misses.
And the Legends haven't had a runner in the past 2 innings. The last runner came back in the back in the 6th. They only had one runner on with the base hit, but ever since, it's been a lot of weak contact or strikeouts for the Legends tonight.
Second pitch to Whittle is a ball on the outer half. Counts even 1-1. Weber delivers. That ball is hit a mile in the infield. Mark Kirkland is underneath it calling for it. He makes the grab just beyond the mound as Chapman Weber comes in and faces 6 batters to get 6 outs. We go into the bottom of the 8th here at Palm Springs Stadium. Power lead 4-1 over the Inland Valley Legends. We'll be back when Andrew Rivas leads off the 8th.
Whether you're building, landscaping, renovating, refreshing, or simply researching, rent the right size tools for your size jobs. In store, online, or in-app at Sunbelt Rentals, where tools rule.
Outdoor living in the Coachella Valley is spectacular, and Tessera is the premier builder of outdoor living spaces in the desert. Nobody does it better than Tessera. From one end of this valley to the other, from Palm Springs to Rancho Mirage, Palm Desert, to Indio and La Quinta. For 35 years, we've created the ultimate in outdoor living, landscaping, pools, and patios, so you and your family can enjoy each other. Live well. Live Tessera.
Shopping for car insurance is confusing. Holy cow.
Great. Now we have a cow in our kitchen. Why did you say that?
Because I don't know what coverage to choose.
So just say the State Farm jingle. A State Farm agent can go over all your options with you and help choose coverage that meets your needs. Dude, cow, could you move?
Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Power still lead 4-1. We're in the bottom of the 8th, and Andrew Rivas will be leading off. He's had a hot night, 2 for 3 with a double and a home run, 2 RBIs and a run scored. Looking to add some insurance runs for the Power here in the bottom of the 8th.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to get a big hit here, as they'll need it because this is a big must-win game to have their chances even higher to competing in the playoffs with only 3 games left.
Yeah, after tonight, these two teams will play again tomorrow here at Palm Springs Stadium. And then Monday, the Power will be on the road to take on the Inland Valley Pirates in a doubleheader. Those are the final 3 games of the CPCL season for the Power. The 3 home games next week. Still regular season, but not within the California Premier Collegiate League. So some very big ball games coming up for the Power. New arm on the mound for the Legends is the left-hander Josh Martinez. He comes in and gets ahead of Andrew Rivas, 1-2. Swing and a miss from Rivas. As it's now 2-2. Excuse me, 1-2. Rivas with that iconic bat wiggle that he does from the left side. Strike 3 called on the outer half. A good spot for that fastball from Martinez. He gets the first out. Here's Cato Kleinman. 0 for 3 tonight, but he's been hot, so he's due for a ball into the outfield. sits back and watches that slider dart in and out of the strike zone for ball one. As the second pitch, he goes around on a half swing. It's a 1-1 count. Lefty-lefty matchup here as the next pitch is low and away for ball two. 2-1 to the power left fielder. Fastball misses off the plate. It's now 3-1.
Yeah, for Martinez, you have a big assignment on keeping the power scoreless here. You are down by 3, but it is going to be the top of the ninth, and that will be the Legends' last chance if they even want to have a chance at tying the game here.
It's a 5-pitch walk to Cato Kleinman as he trots down to first. His brother Casey comes to hit. He's 2 for 3 on the night with a run scored. He led off the bottom of the third with a single and came around to score on Grayson Gegg's double. That was the first run of the ball game. First pitch to him is inside for ball one. We saw Tyrone Woods getting loose in the power bullpen. He looks ready to come in. The second pitch to Kleinman is slapped up the middle. It's going to drop in front of Shigenaka for a 1-out base hit. Both of the Kleinmans are on the bases for Grayson Gegg.
Yeah, that would be his third hit of the game, all singles as well.
3 for 4 night for Casey Kleinman. He's on first. His brother Cato on second. Grayson Gegg, who's 1 for 3 with an RBI double, up to hit. Gegg swings on the first pitch and swings over the top of that changeup for strike one.
Yeah, it looked like he was expecting fastball with the way that swing was looking.
1 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Power lead 4-1. Grayson Gegg has 2 Kleinmans on the bases as he watches that fastball at the knees. He takes a deep breath. Didn't seem like he liked that call, but he's behind 0-2. A lot of room on the right side of the infield. That pitch is away for ball one.
All right, great take by Gegg. Up and outside the strike zone. Great take by him to extend his bat.
Yeah, lefty-lefty matchup here. Martinez struck out Rivas to open up this inning. Then he walked Cato Kleinman, and Casey reached on a single. That one misses low for a ball.
Now, if you're the Power, you're doing what you can to extend his lead here in a must-win game to make it even more difficult for the Legends, who will have one more chance to at least to try and tie it in the top of the 9th.
Fastball misses up as the count runs full. Austin Howler, the leadoff hitter, on deck. Power trying to add some insurance here late in the game. Their lead is at 3. They would love a couple more.
And especially with speed on the base pads, a hit in the gap can guarantee another run.
That one softly hit to the pitcher, Martinez, who bobbles it. Gegg is going to reach first base safely. It's going to be an E1 on the play. Everybody is safe. The bases are loaded with 1 out, and Austin Howler coming to hit.
Yeah, that was a potential inning-ending double play for Martinez, but he ended up bobbling it twice and couldn't record a single out in this inning. Would have been helpful if they got 1 to make it 2, but now they have bases loaded with only 1 out with Austin Howler coming off the bat.
As there's a mound meeting for the Legends, one of their staff members out there talking to their infield. As there's nowhere to put them if you're Josh Martinez. Cato Kleinman's at third, Casey at second, and Grayson Gegg at first. 1 out. And Austin Howler, 1 for 4 tonight. He had an RBI single in the third. That was the only time he reached with a hit. Got on the bases in the fifth on an error from the third baseman, Owens. Other than that, he's got a ground out and a fly out. But a base hit here could break this ball game open. It'll be a lefty-lefty matchup. Martinez will be going out of the full windup. First pitch he delivers is a fastball called for strike one on the outer edge.
Yeah, the Power have been doing a great job getting runners on, moving them to scoring position, but they haven't been able to cash them in. And right now, this is a chance to turn the page. A base hit here, just as you mentioned, can extend the lead here.
That one's rolled over to second, takes a hop and bounces off of the second baseman. 1 run scores, 2 runs score. Going from first to third is Gegg. As the Power add a couple more, it's now 6-1.
Good job by Howler by hitting it hard on the ground, putting it into play, knowing that this infield can have some choppy grounders. Benefited for them because it bounced at the last second right off the chest of their second baseman, Young. Could not handle it and goes into the outfield for another 2 more runs.
Still only 1 out. As Howler's at first, Gegg at third. Gonzalez at the plate. He watches ball 1 low.
Yeah, Gonzalez is currently 1 for 4 with 2 strikeouts and a single back in the 5th. Although they do have 1 out, and he's been known as a singles merchant this season.
And there's another one right there. That one falls into right field. It'll drive in another run as Grayson Gegg steps on the plate. It's now 7-1 Power.
And Gegg comes in to score, and Michael Gonzalez hits another single yet again.
Miles Walton at the plate, trying to join the hit parade. As the Power have been going station to station here in the bottom of the 8th. 3 runs have scored. As they've gotten the insurance that they have been asking for. First pitch swinging is Miles Walton. It's hit a mile into center field, and making the grab is Shigenaka for the second out.
A good job by the Power putting the ball in play, because the Legends had 2 chances for 2 double plays, but it hasn't gone their way as they've been bobbling the ball. And now they're just giving the chance to Power to keep continuing to extend the lead, get deeper into counts, and waste more pitches and pitchers.
Mark Kirkland at the plate. He watches strike 1 at the knees, a perfectly placed fastball from Martinez to get ahead of the Power first baseman, who's 1 for 3 with a walk tonight. Swing and a miss. He was out in front of that breaking ball. It's an 0-2 count to Mark Kirkland. Howler at second. Gonzalez at first. After 3 runs have already scored in this bottom of the 8th inning for the Power. Softly hit, but foul. Kirkland stays alive.
Good job by Kirkland, just fouling that one off, getting right on top of it, but he extends his at bat.
Kirkland hunkering down, swings and misses. Another good off-speed pitch from Josh Martinez. He gets the 3rd out, but that comes after the Power add 3 more to their tally, as it's now 7-1 going into the final frame. We'll be back for the 9th. You're listening to Palm Springs Power Baseball on Palm Springs Power YouTube and Fox Sports 1270 AM.
Across the Coachella Valley, you'll find our communities powered by short-term rentals. These rentals bring visitors and dollars to the region. Whether attending events, checking out the art scene, or dining at restaurants, when they spend money, we all score. The nearly $1 billion impact of short-term vacation rentals generates tax revenues that fund police, firefighters, education, and many other programs that improve our daily lives. To learn why short-term rentals are a grand slam for the home team, visit onecv.org.
Hello, Power Baseball fans. At SBMP Attorneys, we believe in the power of community. And that's why we proudly support the Palm Springs Power, our hometown baseball team. After a memorable championship season in 2024, capping off the team's 20th anniversary, we're all very excited about the 2025 Power team. SBMP Attorneys and the Palm Springs Power are two teams that are committed to excellence, community, and the spirit of winning. We'll see you all at the ballpark.
Power 3 outs away from defeating the Inland Valley Legends and getting a much-needed CPCL victory. Tyrone Woods comes in to relieve for Chapman Weber. He struck out 3 across 2 innings. So Woods comes in and is asked to shut the door. He'll face Tyler Shiganaka, Ryder Young, and Andrew Alva.
Yeah, the Legends had their chances earlier in the game, which could have made it a little easier to try to at least tie it, but being down 7-1 be very difficult. Not impossible, but knowing how the pitcher's been going tonight for the Power, it's going to be a tough assignment for them.
The best inning of the night for the Legends came in the 3rd. They got their first hit courtesy of Shiganaga, who's at the plate now as he swings and misses. At that offering from Tyrone Woods, it's strike 2. But that 4th inning, they were able to get 1 run on 3 hits. Since then, only 1 hit. That was off the bat of Ryder Young, who's on deck.
Yeah, and as well, they haven't earned any walks yet. In the past 2 innings, in the 7th and 8th, struck out 3 times and hit the ball very softly to the infield and outfield.
The 1-2 missed upstairs from Woods, as he'll do it again. Fastball, called strike 3 at the bottom corner. Out number 1.
Good job by Woods by getting the first out, keeping the leadoff runner off the bags. Past 2 innings, the Legends couldn't get anyone on as well. The only hit came back in the 6th inning. Everything else has been pretty quiet for the offense.
Ryder Young stepping up to the plate, 1 for 3 tonight with a couple of flyouts to center field. He was tonight's beer batter. Unfortunately, none of the fans here at Palm Springs Stadium were blessed with discounted beer, but that first pitch is ripped down the left field line. That one's going to get down off the base of the wall. Kleinman corrals it, gets it into the cutoff man, but it's a stand-up double for Ryder Young with 1 out here in the 9th.
Yeah, he drove the first pitch he saw. Was looking fastball and did not miss it. Hitting it over the head of the left fielder, Kleinman, to earn himself a stand-up double. And it looks like there's a pinch hitter coming in. Oh, no, excuse me, that's still Alva.
Alva's still at the plate. Tonight's DH, but there's a pinch hitter on deck. Israel Espinoza. Looks like he's going to come in and hit for Bobby Benavidez. He's on deck, but it's Alva at the plate with 1 out. He's got a runner on second after that double from Young. He watches a fastball at the knees for strike 1. That one's fouled off the netting. As that one on the outer half of the plate. 0-2 count to Andrew Alva. As he swings and misses on a heater. 3 pitches from Woods retires the Legends DH. There's 2 away.
Now we have the pinch hitter coming up for Benavides, number 12, Israel Espinosa.
Espinosa coming in to get his hacks with 2 away in the 9th, representing the final chance for the Legends. He watches strike 1.
Good job by Woods, just pounding the strike, so not giving an inch to the Legends.
Swings at the second pitch, flares it foul over towards Sunrise Park. Legends are down to their final strike. Woods trying to finish the job in which the power pitching has been the unsung hero tonight. Fastball off the edge of the plate. Looked close enough to get the call. We've seen a couple of them tonight, but Xander Miller doesn't want this game to end just yet.
Good job by Chavez by framing it really well. It looked like it just missed the black line on the home plate.
Swing and a miss. That's the ball game. As Tyrone Woods gets 3 strikeouts despite allowing that double to Ryder Young. Power get the victory by a final score of 7-1 over the Inland Valley Legends.
And a must-win game for the Power as well. They're gonna have to win out the rest of these conference games if they want to better their chances, because the Legends are currently in 2nd place. But tonight they did a great job limiting the base runners as well as controlling the traffic as well. The only runs came back in the 4th inning, and everything else, it's just been quiet day for the Legends tonight.
Power improved to 10-5 in the CPCL, 19-5 overall. The Legends now 12-5 in the conference. These 2 teams taking on each other tomorrow. Same place, same time. Palm Springs Stadium at 7 p.m. as perhaps the most important home game of the season for the Power thus far. Big one tomorrow night as the Power take on the Inland Valley Legends once more. But for tonight, they get the victory by a final score of 7-1. 12 hits for the Power compared to 5 for the Legends. But that'll do it from myself, Zach Durham, and Johnny Maldonado. Thank you for tuning in to this Power broadcast on Palm Springs Power Baseball YouTube and on Fox Sports 1270 AM. We'll see you tomorrow for the Power when they take on the Inland Valley Legends once again.